I know this is kind of like late news, but everyone knows about like the shit that's been going on with Will Smith ever since the Oscars and shit. Like a lot of shit has surfaced, like a lot of like cause his wife basically has a podcast like on Facebook, the Red Table Talk, and honestly she just basically embarrasses him, bro. And I think the reason, which I don't even think this is like a new discovery that I'm like reaching here, but I think the reason is probably from Jada, bro. Like this guy is like in distress. I think that slap was like a cry for help, bro.
That's a very valid statement, my friend.
What's your thoughts on that?
I feel like the exact same way. I feel like Jada's very, manipulative. I understand she has, her conditions, but
the what's it? Alopecia. Fuck, I'm sounding like a complete dumbass right now.
Nah, you
stupid.
You're right there in the range, but basically, if you ever seen Jada, she's always been, roasting Chris Rock all the time.
Really? I haven't seen that shit, but I just know that I seen clips that she's like, she was proud to be, having that disease and being like a spokesperson to it. I don't know. I think just like at the Oscars, like she just rolled her eyes because I don't know. Maybe she just hears that shit all the time. She was probably annoyed, and Will Smith just looked at her eyes and shit and was like, I don't know.
The thing is, he was fucking laughing first. Like everybody zoomed in the clip, he was laughing until he fucking saw his ex-wife.
Yeah. I don't even think he like got the joke. I think he was just doing that thing where like celebrities, they just like laugh just to like laugh on screen and shit. But then he just like looked at her and he was like, fuck. He was thinking about Tupac and shit. What would Tupac do? And he like got up there and like slapped Chris Rock and shit.
What the fuck would Tupac do? Like he's just thinking himself in the position. I need to put this in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like, cause Jada used to date Tupac, I believe, or something like that. Like, and she's kind of still like talks about him to this day. Like if she's still in love with him, even like their daughter has like written like a letter to Tupac to come back and shit, even though he's like dead. Apparently there's like a rumor, like for like years that like Tupac is like still alive and he's like living in Cuba or something.
You seen those videos of him? I don't know. I feel like that's complete fake bullshit.
Yeah, I think he's dead. I feel like someone would have noticed by now.
Yeah, I mean, same thing they said about, Hitler and shit living in, Brazil?
Yeah, and like, I mean, I think even if he like lived, which I have no idea, to be honest, like, cause
he would have already been dead by now.
Yeah. I think like most people that are like was in the war for World War II, I think they're like extremely old or like dead at this point, which is kind of like a bummer, but but with this Will Smith and Jada stuff, I feel like it's complete nonsense, bro. I feel like we should be talking about the political estate climax that we're in right now, which was something that Jaden Smith has said throughout this week and shit.
I'm sorry, I didn't have a childhood, I was too busy involved since I was born to know about the political state of our country.
Yeah, there was just like a clip going around of Jaden Smith. He was basically explaining that he felt like as a kid, he felt way more mature as like a kid than other kids, which I mean, it's probably true, bro. He was like a celebrity and stuff. He was probably hanging out with like actors and music artists and stuff when he was like in his teenage years and stuff, which is probably true. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of like celebrities and stuff. What the fuck was that? I feel like celebrities and stuff. I feel like people, they never like they don't connect with like celebrities and stuff. They just live like such a different life, bro. And maybe he has some knowledge about it, but just the clip itself, it just seemed pretty cringy and stuff in total. I've seen a lot of memes about it and stuff. But what are your thoughts about that?
I mean, I believe the same thing that you stated, but I don't know. I just find it so hard to believe at the same time. Like he's just still trying to like put this like impersonation of somebody else. Like no, bro. Like you know, everybody has their own childhood, and you know, back then you're not thinking like as an adult. Like I mean, most people, you know, depending on the situation, if they were just with adults most of their life since you know childbirth and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just don't believe that statement he stated. I don't think he really gives a fuck.
You don't think he gives a fuck about the political climax that we're in?
I mean, I'm not talking about now, but when he was a kid.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't even know what type of conversations he was having. He was like, the economy is awful. Look at the numbers spiking each year.
He's
While
like
he's
that
like
one
living
kid
in
in
the
the
mansion
party
and
with
shit.
the hat and shit with the cups. You know what I'm saying?
The what?
You know those kids in the back of like you're in a party and you're at like in the back corner and shit, like antisocial, and you're like with a cup and shit, just sipping, watching everybody.
He's like has his back against the wall and he's like kind of like scouting the room and shit, looking at each body. He's like, they don't know that what I know is will blow their mind or some shit like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and also like I feel like Will and Jada are going through the same shit that like Kim and Kanye are going through right now and shit. Like it's crazy that these celebrities like are like having these like relationship issues like online and shit for profit, which I feel like is probably gonna like just hurt the next generation of theirs and shit. It's gonna fuck them up, bro.